KCOY-12 Central Coast News at 6 is on the road tonight in Lompoc, where an axe has swung in Tree City.
But perhaps, I don't know why they're doing it. They're just tree happy here. Chainsaw massacre in Lompoc.
Why a plan for sidewalk safety has enraged tree lovers. Plus, it's Friday Night Lights.
People start talking about Lompoc. The first thing that comes out of their mind is football.
And football is more than a pastime. It's a way of life. Tonight, join us as we go on the road in Lompoc.
You're watching KCOY-12 Central Coast News.
I'm Paula Lopez along with Jason Stiff and Dave Alley. And tonight, KCOY-12 continues our on-the-road tour of Lompoc. We are taking you around this unique community, highlighting what makes it so very special. We'll show you Old Town Lompoc. That's where we are right now. And it's murals that everyone notices, but these aren't just works of art. They are showpieces that attract international attention. And also the director of the Lompoc Museum will be along. We'll chat with her live about all the things that the museum offers visitors and locals alike.
And a little bit later, we'll spotlight Lompoc football. The team has long been an area powerhouse and one of the top programs in all of Southern California, and California for that matter. We're going to take a look at what makes football so important to the students here and the entire community as well.
Right now, they're going to send it over to Scott Hennessy for the day's top stories.
Okay, thank you, Paula, Dave, and Jason. We're going to begin in Lompoc. A debate over a decades-old tree in Lompoc has put one neighborhood at odds with the city trying to create safer sidewalks. KCOY-12's Natalie Tavidian is live for us in Lompoc. And Natalie, some neighbors want the city to explore other options.
Well, Scott, you can tell that the people who live here clearly don't want that to happen. They put a big sign on the tree that says, "Don't cut me down." But city leaders say it has to be done to build a sidewalk right where I'm standing. George Rouse says it's the tree in front of his home that stands out in this Lompoc neighborhood.
This is a very old tree, guessing maybe 75 or 80 years old.
But it's been marked with an X by city leaders, and it will be cut down.
It's truly a crime to cut a magnificent old tree down like this, especially in a city. It's a crime, especially in the city that has a reputation as being called a, quote, Tree City.
You can see all of the Tree City awards on the walls of City Hall. Lompoc has been recognized for planting and preserving trees, but now it's had to cut down nearly 30 of them.
Very important because the statistics for the city of Lompoc, there are a lot of accidents where kids are being sideswiped by cars because they're forced to walk along the streets when there's no sidewalk.
And in front of Rao's home, there is no sidewalk. The tree in front of his home will be the last one to be chopped down.
In the mornings, you can sit under this tree and hear a symphony. I mean, there are so many birds up there. This is where these are those beautiful.
Across the way, he says the city had to cut down fruit trees to make way for a sidewalk.
Family there fought it, but the city just came down and cut them down. Tree City all over again. Let's call it now Treeless City.
City leaders say it will all be replaced.
We are going to be replacing them at a 1-to-1 ratio.
So 1-to-1 ratio, meaning that for each tree that the city cuts down, it plans to plant another one, and that's after the sidewalks are built. Now, the reason why this tree hasn't been cut down yet is because there are baby crows nesting up top, and they have to wait for biologists to okay it. Live in Lompoc, Natalie Tavidian, KCOY-12 Central Coast News.
Thank you, Natalie. Watch out for some pump price sticker shock. Average gas prices are up nearly 34 cents over the last week in California. Experts blame the swift rise on problems at some state refineries. Prices are up nationwide because of a rebound in crude prices. KCOY-12 continues to track the lowest prices for you. In Santa Maria, Foods Co. is selling a gallon for $3.43. We found gas for $2.75 in Grover Beach, but our on-the-road city of Lompoc has some of the lowest gas. A gallon will cost you $2.99 in Lompoc. Gas pipelines in Arroyo Grande have passed state-mandated pressure tests. What that means is the 4,800 feet of pipeline on West Branch Road are up to modern standards. The natural gas pipeline explosion in San Bruno 5 years ago pushed the California Public Utilities Commission to order a system-wide effort to improve the safety of pipelines. Neighbors say they're glad the traffic backup they've had to deal with since mid-March has been for a good cause.
Glad to hear that it's happening. I think this is one of those areas where corporations need to be willing to spend the money.
Workers on West Branch Road are finishing up what's called the hydro test to make sure pipeline is up to proper standards. Southern California gas crews will be done with the project by May 20th. A group of Tibetan monks a long way from home are on the Central Coast tonight promoting world peace through religious art. KCOY-12's Nia Wong has their story.
Oceano is a long way from Tibet, but it's where several monks from the Drepung Gomang Monastery are making themselves at home to create this medicine mandala.
It's a meditative device where when you look at it, you transcend into a place where you become aware of healing properties.
Using long metallic funnels, monks layer colored sand into geometric patterns, encouraging people to free themselves from the material things in life.
Attachment and angry, that's the root.
Mary Buren Elementary Principal.
Oceano is a long way from Tibet, but it's where several monks from the Drepung Gomang Monastery are making themselves at home to create this medicine mandala.
It's a meditative device where when you look at it, you transcend into a place where you become aware of healing properties.
Using long metallic funnels, monks layer colored sand into geometric patterns, encouraging people to free themselves from the material things in life.
Attachment and angry, that's the root of the suffering.
Sawang and his monks have spent the last month creating mandalas in San Luis Obispo County.
It's a blessing for people and a protector to the natural.
They'll be at the Oceano train depot for the next few days, where the public can watch them complete this mandala between the hours of 10 and 4.
Something beautiful, but however, that's all are impermanent.
It'll be wiped clean during a deconstruction ceremony on Sunday. Reporting in Oceano, Nia Wong, KCOY-12 Central Coast News.
Goodbye, empty field. Hello, green grass. Mary Buren Elementary School in Guadalupe is getting a much-needed makeover thanks to local farmers who are making it happen. KCOY-12's Juanita Adame has the beautifying story.
Mary Buren Elementary Principal Jeslie Alvarez says it was time.
The field was definitely one of the places that our staff and our community over and over was definitely a high priority.
And with the help of some local farmers, it's getting done.
They asked me to volunteer, and I said I had the equipment to do the backstop, so that's what I did.
Paul Silveria of Boa Vista Farms removed that old backstop. Tommy Minetti of Betteravia Farms then came in and leveled off the field. Minetti and his crew will now prep the land and get it ready for a brand new water-saving irrigation system.
And that was donated work and very hard labor that they came in and did that.
Hydro seeding is expected sometime in June.
And we'll have new grass, it'll be nice and leveled, and there'll also be a new track around the field.
And by the time August rolls around, Alvarez says a new field will be waiting to welcome incoming students.
And it was a time for the field, so I feel really fortunate as a principal that it was at that point, because it'll be great for our kids, the community, and just it'll be a lot better overall.
In Guadalupe, Juanita Adame, KCOY-12 Central Coast News.
We are on the road in Lompoc today, and if you've ever been to the city, you've probably noticed the striking artwork all over Old Town. Let's head out now with Paula for more on that story.
That's right, Scott. If you take a walk around Lompoc, you'll see almost every building and every street corner. These are all commissioned pieces of art. The murals line H Street and the Art Alley, and they all have one thing in common. All the murals depict a historic event that happened right here at some point in Lompoc. The program was started by longtime resident Gene Stevens after he traveled to a small town in Canada and saw the murals as a way to attract tourists. And he was right. Today, the Lompoc murals are just getting worldwide attention. We spoke with some of the artists who paint these murals, who say they give the town a sense of identity and pride.
I said I think one of the neatest things to do is to be able to do what you love to do and get paid for it. You know, I mean, this is the best.
I don't know. I grew up in Egypt. I grew up here. I was born.
Certainly these murals are getting a lot of worldwide attention, and it costs money to commission these artworks, and they work hard applying for grants, and right now they're working, Dave, to restore the Chumash mural.
And you know what, Paula, they do, I believe, annually a mural in a day where the community comes together and they paint one of these in a single day. Very impressive, because these are incredible works of art.
Well, you know, I've driven by them, but to actually walk by them, you get a sense of really how grand they are.
And like you said, a lot of history depicted on these murals. It's just amazing.
Well, the city is is very alive with a lot of culture and art. We'll introduce you to some more coming up. We'll chat with the director of the Lompoc Museum. She'll be by in just a bit.
And that's right. And a little bit later, I'm going to take a closer look at the Lompoc football team. We're going to find out what it takes for this high school team to win a championship, which they've done several times, and what it means to be a part of this very famous program. We're on the road tonight in Lompoc, and this is KCOY-12 Central Coast News at 6.
Paula Lopez, Scott Hennessy, meteorologist Jason Stiff, and Mike Clan Sports. KCOY 12 Central Coast Local News, live at 6.